guys for being on my show with Nmami Life. You're with Kitty Kalra, and today we are discussing about muscle mass. I know we all keep discussing, we all keep talking, and we all keep hearing about that word called muscle. But how much do we know about it, and do we really know the deeper benefits of having muscle and building muscle mass, especially as you age? My city is very well till we are still getting joined and being joined with a lot of people. Delhi has been beautiful. It's getting cold. Not my favorite season, but we are stepping into winters. And one does predict that the winters is going to be bad here. Brrr. So let's hope it's not as bad, because the summers was beautiful and it wasn't hot at all. So I really hope the winters are kind to me and it's nice and warm in the winters. But also winters brings in more food, more indulging, more partying. So how are you guys preparing for the winters? Well, I have actually upped my game. I have joined a kickboxing class. I've started yoga thrice a week. And you all know that I am a Pilates expert. So I do Pilates 5 days a week. And I've started walking for 20 minutes. I wish it could be more, but Delhi is actually smogged up. So there is a lot of pollution. So we are really not looking at walking out too much. So we need to be careful how much we're stepping outdoors and how much time we are stepping out. So that's kind of cut down. But I'm very excited because even though it's not my favorite season, but you definitely can work out more in winters, and you definitely need to up your game in winters, because in the winters we all layer up and it doesn't show what we put on, what inches we put on, what weight we put on. But the moment your layers start coming off in February, you're hit by an ouch feeling. So we suddenly get into mode in February कि अब lose करना है, अब inches lose करने हैं, weight lose करना है. We go on crazy diets and everything. But the best way, believe me, is to start building it up from now, to be watchful of how much you're eating, what you're working out, and being mindful of all that partying and keeping your health in mind. So don't go overboard, please. Okay, so now coming back to the muscle and building muscle mass. So what you actually work out, you might be eating right, you might be doing crazy amounts of hours in the gym, and you're still not losing weight, you're hitting plateaus, and you're still not feeling healthy, and you're weak, you're lethargic, and you're prone to injuries. What could be the reason? Well, let's look at another aspect of the body composition, which is called muscle mass. It actually impacts a lot of health into our body, how we feel, the strength, the mobility, and the overall health, the agility, the injury factors. Everything depends on how much muscle you build. So here I'm going to tell you that you might be working out and you might be also losing weight sometimes, if that's what some people are looking at. But are you losing healthy weight? Are you losing muscle, or are you losing fat? Well, if you're building muscle and working out with a lot of strength training incorporated into your fitness schedule, you will not be burning too much of muscle and you will be burning fat. But if you're a cardio junkie and you're running on the treadmill mindlessly 2 hours, or you're doing crazy running and jogging outside, you just might be burning your muscle, which is an unhealthy way, because you're getting weaker. We all need to build muscle, because with age, we all start losing muscle after the age of 30, 35. About 8% muscle we lose every year, or over a decade, sorry. So there is a lot of muscle loss as you start aging. And hence, we need to start building the muscle. As you start crossing 20, 25 years of age, start thinking of muscle and not just of burning calories and just running, doing cardios. So what are the ways of building muscle, and why should we build muscle? Firstly, I want to tell you that you need to ask yourself questions, that some of the indications that you have poor muscle strength could just be, am I feeling tired? Am I struggling to lift up objects or carry things around? Do I feel a little sloppy and I have balance issues? Do I take time to stand up if I'm sitting on a chair or on the bed? And am I walking too slowly than before? So these are some of the indications that will actually start pointing out to you about your inner fitness. You might be working out all 5 days and 6 days, but still not building strength because your muscles are weak. Of course, I don't need to tell you that we build muscles, which means that we build muscle and some layer around the joints, which means we are giving padding to our joints. So there is less injury and more stability. It's a sign of overall health. Any person with common sense would know if your joints are nicely protected, you are in better health, especially when you're aging, when we need better joint health. So we don't have issues of falling, fractures, because that's what starts coming in when you have weak muscle strength. So apart from that, I want to tell you the benefits of building muscle and what are the main things that you will actually gain when you gain muscle. So the most important, like I said, is less injuries, because you start building muscle around the bone, and that's how your bones and joints become more stronger and you get less prone to injuries. Calorie burn. Did you know that the harder you work and the harder muscle you build, the more calories you burn? And that is why we say build muscle. Don't just think of weight loss and do cardios, but start building muscles, because that is automatically a calorie burner. More strength training keeps burning more fat later, and you keep building muscle over the whole day. Okay, so that's a calorie burner. Number 2, longevity. They say that if you have more muscle, you live longer. Studies have shown that, and it's proven that when people who build muscle, who are stronger, will actually live longer as well. Of course, there are a lot of ifs and buts about the other aspects of life that you need to look into. And then there is insulin sensitivity increased in your body if you build more muscle. So muscle actually stores glycogen, which is used by the whole body to burn other calories and other functions. So when you need to burn energy and you need that, you need a release of glucose, which is all stored in muscle, and that's where it sends it out from. So people who have less muscle are more prone to diseases like diabetes. So you need to build more muscle if you need to ward off all those kind of illnesses. And then, of course, a better mood, because you build up muscle, it's a happier body, it's a more protected body, and that's why your moods and your whole mindset and your happy hormones are released when you have better muscle strength. Fit and toned body. Who doesn't like that? And that's the first and the most common person that you can see. If a person is fit and toned, that's the most common thing that you will come across, and you will see it from your own eyes, that it's a healthy and a toned body, and you feel good factor when you have a stronger body and when you build muscle, because you get leaner with muscle strength. Okay, you might be doing all the cardio, you might be burning a lot of calories, but still you might not get a leaner look, because lean is equal to muscle. Okay, so these are a few benefits that you might get with muscle building. But of course, the diet is the more important. Like they say, muscles are built in the kitchen. So diets are also very important in how you build muscle and how you retain muscle. Protein is the best way of actually giving in. They are the best muscle building foods. They also fight wear and tear, because you do go through a lot of wear and tear when you are doing your strength training, or a combination of cardio and strength as well. So that's why eat more protein. It could be lean protein. You have a lot of vegetarian protein options these days. I know lentils and dals are more carbs, but you can go in for broccoli, sweet potatoes, tofu, and of course salmon and chicken. These are all ways to build more protein. Bring in more greens, so you also build in more fiber in your body, and the healthy carbs. Also, the healthy fats are very important to balance it out and provide that lubrication for your muscles to keep going. I want to come here to the kind of workouts that you can do to build muscle. But before that, I want to tell you here that when you start working out, you have to have a regime planned and bring in strength training. That is very, very important. And by strength training, I mean resistance training. So, which is anything about lifting weights or your own body weight. The best ways of doing that is yoga and Pilates are my favorite body weight exercises, but you can do a lot of no equipment workout, which we've realized and seen that a lot of us are probably not going back to the gyms for the next 4 or 5 months because of the corona happening. And it's probably not the best to be around people and it doesn't really help in the gyms with a lot of social distancing. So you can do a lot of strength training at home. Without the equipment, I'll tell you that what you can do is, you can do a lot of squats, deadlifts, lunges. These are the ones that are the leg day workouts. And then you can do pull-ups and push-ups. So you can do tricep dips, you can do chin-ups, you can do pull-ups and push-ups. Do plank variations. These are all the ways you can build a lot of muscle strength. The donkey kicks. Bring in all these heel touches, ab crunches. All of them are going to start building muscle in those particular areas. And you need to bring in 3 sets. Do about 12 to 15 counts with different variations if you're doing it without equipment, just on the mat. Well, I love Surya Namaskars if you people are yoga junkies, because that's a beautiful way of working out every muscle of your body, from your neck to your arms to your abs, upper back, lower back, glutes, hips, thighs, ankles, everything. So the Surya Namaskar is a fabulous way of doing it and building muscle if you do yoga. Pilates on the mat and with the machines like the reformer is a beautiful way to build strength, and it's not strenuous because it's not harsh on your joints. You just flow with the exercises. So it's very beautiful and it builds a lot of core. Once your core is strong, your whole body is strong, which I again and again say. So if you can find a good Pilates studio around, please start doing some Pilates. And my dog is trying to get inside my room and she's here. If you can see her, there she is, the Alaskan Husky. And I have 2 more golden retrievers who are just 6 months old and they're adorable. And I just put up a cute post on my Instagram on Kitty Kalra, playing with my dogs. Okay, so that was about the exercises that you can do. Apart from that, strength training can be done beautifully with weights that you lift up, whatever weights. And for women, I would say we do not need to lift a lot of weights because you do not need to build muscle like a bodybuilder. You just need to be consistent and you need to build and hold weights that will work with a better form. Sometimes we pick up such heavy weights thinking that we are building more muscle और जितना ज़्यादा lift करेंगे उतनी जल्दी fit हो जाएंगे. But it might not work if your posture and your alignment is not good. So sometimes while lifting those heavy weights, our back posture is not right, our knees are not good. So do not do something that doesn't work for your body. Pick up light weights. I like to do just a 2 kilo maximum, but I do more reps. So I do more reps and more sets. So I do about 12 to 15 reps into 3 sets, which works the same that you might do with picking up such heavy weights. Anyway, I'm not a weight person. I love my own body weight workout. I love workouts with the loop band, the TheraBand, the Pilates circle, or a small ball or a big stability ball. The Bosu is a beautiful equipment to build muscle and work on your stability and strength because it really challenges your balance. So try and do the Bosu if you can. It's that half ball which is very wobbly, but it really works on your core and to build muscle. And then my favorite to build muscle is the TRX suspension training. It's a fabulous way of working overall, building muscle and working overall strength. But you need to build strong shoulders, so keep strengthening. Don't overdo any kind of workout. Try and mix your regime workouts, like do a strength training with Pilates, mix it with a TRX. Some days do yoga in the evening, do walking, and some days do weights. So bring in a mix of workouts that you can focus on strength training to build muscle. And rest day. For sure, your muscles go through a lot of wear and tear when we bring in strength training. So try and bring in 1 day of recovery for your muscles and don't do anything. But I don't like to just rest and do nothing on my 7th day or my recovery day. So I just go for a simple walk, or I do yoga with pranayam and just sit and do my meditation. And you can do so much in the yoga. You can do jal niti, you can do your kunjal and stuff like that, which will actually calm you down and ease and relax your muscles also. And when you do a workout, is always, I tell you all, when you build muscle, friends, you need to retain that muscle. So you need to eat something within 40 minutes of doing a workout. Otherwise, whatever muscle you are building, it starts dying down because you're not feeding the muscle. So hydrate the muscle and feed the muscle is very important to retain that muscle and to help it recover from whatever wear and tear it's gone through. Yes, we'll take up some question answers. Whenever you start throwing them to me, I'll start answering. So I have a big secret to tell you, that every organ in our body pretty much deteriorates with age, but muscle is the only thing that you can actually keep building with age. That is something which is in your hands. The other organs will kind of deteriorate, maybe a small percentage if you're very healthy and if you're still looking after yourself well. But muscle is the only organ that you can build, and it's the only age reversing organ in your body. Yes, it's a secret. You can look young, you can feel young when you build muscle. Believe me, it starts taking you backwards in age and strength when you build muscle. Okay. Yes, so muscle, someone asked me whether should we do cardio or strength. Like I said, if you want to build muscle, strength training is very important. But I say that you need to build cardiovascular health as well. So we need to do cardio as well, but don't go crazy running on the treadmill or just running outside mindlessly. Bring in a combination. For days that you want to bring in cardio and strength, I want to tell you here that bring in strength training first. Do your strength training for those 40 minutes or 25-30 minutes and then do the cardio. Why? When you do cardio for 40 minutes or 35-40 minutes, you get so tired that you're not mindfully doing your strength training. Your posture might not be good, your alignments might not be good, and you might get into injuries. When you actually need the proper form is actually when you're doing strength training, you need to be very conscious of your alignments. Like if you're doing your squats, you need to keep all the weight on your heels or your hips and not your knees. So those are things, when you're doing a plank, your body has to be in a nice flat line, in a diagonal line, not your hips raised up, not your pelvis sinking in. So those are things that you need to take care of when you're doing stuff like strength training or a mat workout, which is your own body weight workout, or even with other equipments. So when you do strength training first from the beginning of the workout, when you start your day or when you start your workout, when you do strength training, you are in better form because you're nice and fresh. Your muscles are stronger, they are fresher. Of course, you need to do a warm-up before you even start the strength training. Do a little bit of stretches, opening up, and then you go into strength training for 40 minutes, and then you can do a nice cardio for the next 20-25 minutes. And like I say, you do not need 1 hour or 2 hours in the gym or working out. 30 minutes of a workout every day for 5 days a week will keep you fit and toned. But plan it intelligently and do the right kind of workouts and the right kind of strength training, and that's how your benefits will come in. Okay, what questions do we have here? Yeah, you don't need to be a bodybuilder like I said initially. You just need to eat mindfully, keep your diet right, have healthy proteins and lean protein in it to build muscle, and you need to have the right fitness and exercise regime. You need to know what you're doing. Exercising just mindlessly every day and still thinking that you're doing good to your body might actually be doing harm to your body if it's not working for your joints. So with age, once we cross 35 and even 30, we need to start bringing in strength training to keep the muscles going. It fights your osteoporosis and builds more bone health, and also your balance issues when you age. And here I say people who have issues with injuries need to start strengthening those muscles. Injuries are not going to get okay. You might recover from a back injury or a knee injury or a shoulder injury for a while, and then you again get back lifting those crazy weights and doing crazy stuff again or running again, thinking that your knees are fine now because they're not sore or they're not paining anymore. But building strength is very important side by side, so you can have a healthier lifestyle and a longer physical fitness and health regime. Also, muscle building helps your emotional and mental well-being. Like I said, it's been proven with studies abroad that it adds to your longevity, it helps you fight anxiety and depression, and it keeps your happy hormones in place, and you look good, you're toned, you're in a better shape, you have that lean look. So who wouldn't love that? Okay. Muscle building foods. I just said that proteins is the best muscle building foods. If you're a non-vegetarian, you have, I don't know, umpteen options. Fish, lean chicken, and even something called pie or karora is all very good to build muscle strength and bone health. The miso soup that the Japanese have, tempeh, tofu, these are all very good to build muscle strength. And apart from that, collagen. That's my favorite. Collagen is very important for us to start building bone health, friends. After 30, start having 10 grams of collagen powder every day in your water, half a glass. Start having collagen powder, and the better one is actually the one which has vitamin C with it. So collagen is a great bone builder and it helps your joints, and it's great for skin and hair. So that was the foods. The exercises I said, yes, do about 12 to 15 counts. Bring in squats. You can do sumo squats. You can do wide leg squats, narrow squats. There are a lot of variations. Do the squats, do the lunges. Yeah, do push-ups, and planks is my favorite body weight exercise, which actually builds a lot of muscle, and it actually starts trimming your abs and obliques. It's the favorite. It's actually my favorite for fighting belly fat. There are different plank variations which will help you fight belly fat. So apart from crunches, I bring in a lot of planks. Plus, you can have variations in planks. You can do an elbow plank and do arm punches. So you're building arm strength and arm muscle. Plus, you're also trimming your abs and cutting in your obliques when you're in that plank. Plank jacks is a beautiful way to start building muscle around your thigh and glutes, and mountain climbers one at a time, the lizard planks. All the planks are beautiful to build muscle because all of them actually target on a concentrated muscle. If you're doing plank jacks or if you're doing mountain climbers, then it's concentrating on those thigh or leg muscles and glutes. Like you do donkey kicks, it will concentrate on your glutes, so you build muscle on the glutes. And muscles around the glutes are very important to build, friends. We sometimes don't really give a lot of emphasis on the glutes because they're the strongest and the biggest muscle groups that we have, which is the legs and the glutes. And we just think that it's the strongest and it actually holds us up, so we don't really need to look into it or strengthen it. But a lot of you, if you have back issues, you might need to look at glute strength. Not just spine and not just back and abs, but also start working on your glutes if you have back issues. Believe me, it really helps build the back muscles if you start building your glute muscles. Yes, any kind of resistance training helps you build muscles. Resistance training can be Pilates, which is my favorite. It can be weights, swimming, not in this weather. But yeah, of course, if you're in a warm climate, swimming is also a great way to build muscles. We all know, I mean, most of the swimmers, if you've seen, they have such well-cut arms and strong legs. You can actually see the definition in their legs and the arms because it really helps in building a lot of strength and muscle around the body. Plus, it's great. It works as a rehab also. You're less prone to injuries when you swim. Yes, I said TRX suspension training, anything with weights. If you do yoga, you can do your Surya Namaskars. So focus on muscle building. If you want to stay younger, if you want to stay stronger, warm up your muscles, let them recover, cool them down well. So do a lot of stretches. I actually keep one day just for stretches, and I don't really do a workout in the evening some days. I just keep it for a nice stretch, which comes from yoga. And you just need to help and heal those muscles and just do stretches. Sore muscles. Yes, that's a very good question. Muscle soreness is also sometimes a sign if you're overdoing it. So keep in mind that you're not doing more than 3 or 4 days of strength training, because then you're overworking that muscle. If you're tired all the time, if you're sore, then there is something you need to look into your workout regime. Sore muscles can actually be eased with a lot of icing. If you're sore after a workout, after half an hour, then start doing icing 3 to 4 times a day. It'll start easing the sore muscles. But you have to differentiate between sore muscles or that sweet pain or discomfort in your muscles. So soreness is okay. It starts settling down in a day or in 2 days. But if it's muscle discomfort and the pain persists, then it's an alarming sign and you need to see a doctor or a physiotherapist or an orthopedic, and you need to look into it, that it could be something. You might have had a sprain, you might have pulled a muscle, something like that, and might have injured it. So beyond that, beyond just the soreness, if it's discomfort and pain, then please look into it and meet your doctor. And don't work out. When you have muscle pain, let it ease out and smoothen it over a day or so, and then start your workout. Okay, what all questions do we have here? Yeah, I'm going to go for a run after this because I did my Pilates workout in the morning. I did my whole reformer regime for 40 minutes. So I'm all charged. I've done my strength training. I've built my muscle. I had yogurt and I had dal and paneer for my lunch. So I make sure that I incorporate a healthy diet, because everything is just not workout. What you eat is going to actually push up your workout for you to perform better and for your muscles to actually engage better and heal better, perform better. So make sure that your diet is very good. We have winters coming up, so do a lot of chicken soup or a lot of dal soups that are very healthy as well. So keep your body warm. Do a lot of soups. I do a lot of spinach and salad and broccoli in the winters. Anything with leaves actually. I just love a lot of leaves. So this is the best time to do. And yes, I love white butter as well. So I do eat it once a week, not too much. Either in my paratha, probably in my paratha and makki ki roti. So start eating healthy. It's the best time to eat all the goodies and enjoy the best foods in the winters. But make sure that you're eating right and having healthy fats, friends. Not just crazy sweets, because we'll be overloaded with a lot of sweets flowing in because of the festive season. So eat right, have the healthy fats, and balance your diet and your workouts well, so your muscles get the best strength and you have a good glow on your face. So thank you for joining me. This is Kitty Kalra signing off. Stay connected, and I shall see you soon again on Nmami Life.